Hey everyone, Leaf here. Today I'm going to talk about something maybe a little unusual, but something that I'm sure most of us use, and that is an alarm clock. Now, the reason I'm going to talk about this is because me personally, I have a really hard time waking up in the morning. It doesn't matter whether I'm using my cell phone or using a normal alarm or even one of the old style alarms that you had to wind up that had the two bells on the top. I'd even have trouble waking up to those. Yes, I'd wake up long enough to hit the snooze and then promptly fall back to sleep. So they really weren't very helpful. So now I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try one of these daylight alarm clocks. Alright, now the way these daylight alarm clocks work is for about 30 minutes prior to the alarm actually going off, because yes, there is still a chime alarm, there's a series of lights that slowly start to get brighter and brighter and brighter from, it says, 1% intensity to 100% intensity, again, over a 30-minute period. Once the 30 minutes is up and you've hit the time where you set your alarm, the alarm goes off. Now, the way that's supposed to work is it's supposed to simulate a sunrise, and that is supposed to naturally help your body wake up, make you be more ready to physically get out of bed, which is where I have a problem. Alarm goes off, I wake up, I hit the snooze, I don't feel like I'm physically ready to get out of bed yet, so I have issues. This, I'm hoping, is going to fix that. So, let's see what actually comes in the box. Now, there are a few different ones you can buy. This one is an off-brand one. It's by the name of SCOMAS, the digital wake-up clock with radio and touch control. You can also buy there's two different models that I found with Philips and a whole series of other off-brands as well, that all basically do the same thing, and you're looking at price ranges from, I believe they start at $35 and go all the way up to $200 on Amazon, but again, depends who you're getting it from, which model you're getting, so you've got lots of options. Contents of the box. We have to start off with manual. I may get into that later, we'll see how intuitive it is. You have USB cord. You have a power block, which is USB, which is actually kind of nice because you never know when you're going to need an extra power block if you don't necessarily need the alarm, and it is micro USB, so it does work with virtually any micro USB cord. And farther into the box, we have cardboard and the important part, the alarm. So you have nice face, you've got buttons around the front, you got buttons across the top, you have the battery cover on the back for the backup batteries. So I believe takes 3 AAAs. I know in the past most alarms, well, shouldn't say in the past, most alarms that you get to plug into the wall use 9-volt for their backup power. This one, why it uses AAAs? I'm not sure, but it really doesn't matter. They're probably going to last pretty much forever just because they're backup, and unless your power's going out all the time, you really don't need them. Of course, because it's got the FM radio, you've got your nice little rat tail hanging off the end, and otherwise, she just sits like that. So, let's plug it in and see what we can make it do. Alright, now let's power this thing up, see how easy it is to set up. So, simply plug the USB into the power block, plug it in. On the back of the clock you have your micro USB port, 5-volt plug. So you've got quite a bit of juice coming off this power block here. So you simply plug it in and it does a little startup thing and asks you to set the time. So let's set it. It is currently what time is it? 9:40. So, got 9. Then we simply set the minutes. Seems fairly straightforward. Push the clock again. Done. Clock set. That's simple. Now, let's set the alarm. Okay, so that's turning the alarm on. But it flash that it's actually for midnight. Not exactly when I wanted to set the alarm for. So we'll push and hold it. Asks us to set the minutes, or the hours first. So, let's set it for 6 o'clock. Let's not set it for 6 o'clock. Let's set it for 10 p.m. Hours, minutes, set. And we'll set the wake up time. So we just turned it on, same things for midnight, and came on already. It's not quite when we wanted it to come on, so we will set the wake up time as well, and we will set that for 10 o'clock. Whoa, that's pretty bright. So, I guess seeing as how we are 20 minutes away from when it's supposed to be turning on, you've got the flashing light in the middle. Here, let's see if I can turn it up. Okay, now there's a series of buttons on the back here. So you have your contrast for your display, whether you want 12 or 24 hour time, music, and silence. So, let's try turning the contrast up. Ah, that's so much easier to read. Okay, so now we can see the time, and you can see the little flashing, you've got the flashing moon in the middle, saying that the brightness is coming on to help wake you up. You've got the icon for the bell saying the alarm is on. So, if you want to turn either of those off for whatever reason, you don't want them to come on, say it's the weekend, you don't have to get up. You push the moon button, and that turns that feature off. You push the bell button, that turns that feature off. You want to turn the reading light off, because that seems to be what it's sitting at right now. You push the sun button in the middle, goes to green. Like, I'm not exactly sure why it would be green. Somebody might want it, maybe easier on the eyes. Oh, it changes hue as well. That's kind of cool. Now we're to orange. Say you don't want that. Push it again, turns it off. So, that's the setup. Really simple. The next question is, how well does it work to wake up? So, we're going to have to figure that one out. Well, stay tuned. It's been a week. I've been using the alarm clock every morning, and there's sort of mixed results, but they're all positive overall. I can't say that when it goes off in the morning after having the light come on slowly for 30 minutes, that I'm just jumping out of bed and everything's all hunky-dory and I've got tons of energy. That's not the case, but of course that's me. What I will say is I'm a lot more willing to get out of bed. I feel a lot more awake. I used to be able to hit the snooze 2 or 3 times and still be sleeping. I wouldn't actually wake up enough to physically get out of bed and realize what time it is. I just reach over, hit the alarm, that was it. This one, I'm a lot more awake when it goes off. And I also have to concentrate a little more because when the light comes on, it doesn't come on like this. By the time I'm hitting it, it is like this blinding sun of light. So it's really, really hard to see that little snooze button that's right in the middle. So you have to wake up quite a bit more just so you can actually get and hit the snooze button. So just by doing that, you're already off to a better start. A few things on this I haven't used. I haven't used the radio on it yet, mostly because it's not the most user-friendly thing to set. And the volume on it doesn't go particularly quiet. So if you just want to use it for radio, all you have is loud. So, like, the setting is not too bad. The instructions are fairly straightforward. But yeah, it's loud. Even when you first turn it on, the alarm The alarm it's set at 11. Like you can't turn it up to 11 the Spinal Tap way. No, it starts at 11. You have to turn it down. So turn it down even at the level 1. It's plenty loud enough to wake just about anybody up. I haven't used that rotating color changing light option yet. I haven't found a use for it. It's a neat little trick, but I haven't really found it useful. But the main reason for getting an alarm clock like this, with the light around the outside to help that slowly gets brighter before the alarm actually goes off, is to help wake you up, help make you more willing to wake up, more lucid when the alarm goes off. And for that, I give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely recommend it, whether it's the cheaper version, whether it's the Philips Hue, or any of the other ones in between. As long as they function like this, you're going to get results. It's going to be helpful to wake up. The downside is if you're not the only one in the room, your significant others there with you, and they don't have any trouble waking up in the morning, you may find you're waking them up about 30 minutes earlier than they need to. So you have to keep that in mind when you get it. But if everybody's on board and it works well for everyone, definitely give it a try. And hopefully you have an easier time waking up in the morning. So for now, have yourselves a good one.